Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be playing some Halo Master Chief Collection. This is Combat Evolved. This is going to be a guide for getting all of the skulls. So the first one is super easy. Right when you start the game they'll make you do this little check your controls. Over in the back left corner there is going to be the skull. So if you see over there is just that little testing machine. Here is the iron skull.
Are you all right?
And as soon as you start on the second mission, you're going to run towards the waterfall. And there's going to be a big rock, and right behind that. And I should mention that you need to have the updated graphics on to see these. If you have the old graphics, they don't show the skulls because there wasn't skulls in the original one, and if you run over the exact spot that they were, you won't get it. So you need to make sure that you have it on if you're going for the skulls, because you could run exactly where they are and it's not going to show up. And then the next one is just a little further on. You have to hold out over there for a couple of waves of enemies. And then just up on this hillside over here, right by these trees, there's going to be the next skull. And this is directly above the tunnel that you have to go in just a second. So this is the boom skull. This one is on Truth and Reconciliation. You'll come into this big sort of hangar bay room. And in the back right corner, there'll be a door that'll open. And this is your only chance to get that skull when the enemies come out of this door. So you need to make sure you're over by this area, so when this door does open, that you run in there and grab it. Otherwise, the door will close back up and you'll have to restart. So the skull is just over here in the corner to the left. I was just making sure there's nobody over on the right. And there is the foreign skull. The next one is on the silent cartographer. So instead of running over there into that firefight, you're going to run right up here between those three trees as your skull. So to get up there, there's kind of a walking path on the far side. Just kind of weaves its way up and around and over there. Once you get up over towards those trees, the skull will be sitting right in the middle of all three of them. So here's the skull. Pretty easy. Next one is on the same map with Silent Cartographer. This one's a little bit further on. You'll come into this area where you have to come down here to push a button to open a door. And you will need to grab an overshield just before coming down here. This is definitely the hardest one, and you have to get these grenade bounces to go almost exactly right. You need to throw a plasma first, and then a frag, and you'll need to have the right bounce. This took me a lot of tries to actually get. But yeah, here's the skull. This is the bandana skull. And the next one is on Assault in the Control Room, and if you'll see, there's two of these things that are shorter on the side over there. You see that one on the right is shorter? We need to go for the taller one, so we're just going to throw a grenade here, and then I'm going to run at it a little bit to get a little closer and then jump to the side. And you can do it however you'd like, but this is how I got up there, I guess. And yeah, just jump up here, and here's your skull. And that is the fog skull. And this one is a little bit further on in the same level. You'll come to this big open area. There's a bridge going across to the left, and there's sort of a half bridge over here on the right. And just down here, you can see there is the skull. And that is the Malfunction Skull. And this is on 343 Guilty Spark. Right when you start, you can run towards that pelican and then turn as soon as you pass that rock and just sort of split these two trees here. And then once we go past here, we're going to take a little bit of a turn to the left, and we'll sort of split these two rocks. Right between these two rocks here. And that tree that you're looking at on the right here that I've got my cursor on, that is the tree that has the skull right next to it in the corner here. So put on the updated graphics, and there it is. That is the Recession Skull. We are on the library, so this is right when you start. So I killed all the enemies and made sure I have full health just because it makes it a little bit easier on the bounce. And we're going to jump up on this and then hop into here. You'll have to throw a grenade sort of right at the middle of that, and it'll bounce back towards you and then run past it. And as you can see, I have one bar, so I barely made that. Then you're going to jump into this tube here. So you want to jump up on the box and then jump into this little tube. And the skull's just up here. I just thought this was kind of weird that the old graphics show stuff, but then the new ones is just all black. But whatever, there's the achievement for that. This one is right towards the end of the level. When you go into that beam, you'll end the level. So don't go into that beam. You're going to hop over the sides here. You can go either way, right or left. And you just go all the way around to the other side. There's sort of two big box looking things. And we'll just, right in the middle of that will be the skull. So here is the skull. This is the eye patch skull. And this is on the level 2 betrayal. So you'll come out of this tunnel. You have to run all the way through like a little crevice and around to the left. There'll be banshees on the other side. You'll have to get one of those and then fly it all the way back to this tunnel. And then right on the left hand side here is going to be the skull. So we can hop out and go and grab that. This is the last thing you have to destroy too. I should have mentioned that earlier. And that's the Pinata skull. So this is on the Maw. You'll get into a sort of a warthog. I forget what they call it. A warthog run at the end. And if you park your warthog just here with the one tire hanging off, you'll have just enough room to hop out. You can also grenade jump up here or jump on someone's head if you're in co-op, but I just found this to be the easiest. And this is the last skull. So if you followed along, you will have all of the skulls, and then you'll get an achievement for getting the Grunt Birthday Party skull, but then you'll also get the achievement for collecting all of the skulls. And there we go. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll have more coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's a random video on screen and another playlist. Please be sure to share the video, like it, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.